You are here at the channel UrbX, the definitive space for decoding the intricate design layers of human habitats. We help you bridge the data gap in your read list between the foundational stones from Mesopotamia to the high-tech blueprints of our collective tomorrow. UrbX explores for you how we are planned, how we are built, and how we will thrive. This is UrbX. Why urban planning could be the reason that can turn a city into an exhaustive place. In our last video, we explored why some cities feel uninspiringly boring and how we can fix them. In this video, let's have a dive into a different kind of urban frustration: the navigation nightmare. Have you ever found yourself wandering in a city that felt like maze, completely disconnected from your surroundings and your eyes glued to the GPS, finding your way to the destination? It's an exhausting cycle, constantly checking the blue dot on a screen while the confusing layout of the streets drains your energy. When a city's formation fails its people, you don't just lose your way, you lose the experience of the city. This is because the city you were in did not come with its signs clear. Let's take a look at Los Angeles, a city famously critiqued by urban planner Kevin Lynch. While LA is synonymous with Hollywood glamour today, it has long been notorious for being a big, busy city that is anything but user-friendly. During the mid-20th century, Lynch highlighted how the city was nearly impossible to navigate or even perceive at a human scale. This was because the city was organized primarily around its massive highway systems as its path which split the urban fabric. The residents lived in pockets and fragments in a maze-like city with consequent intersection and turns, instead of living as a community. LA did not have a dense traditional core, and this made the city feel less like a home and more like a series of disconnected destinations that did not have the right signage to make the trip to these destinations easy. Why do clear signage matter in urban planning? Clear signage simplifies the urban commute for both pedestrians and drivers. By providing seamless access to city centers and city hotspots, well-designed wayfinding improves overall circulation and helps channel the urban traffic in a more orderly and predictable manner. The most common type of wayfinding system used by the city planners is the explicit wayfinding system, which often we come across as signage and signboards around the cities and campuses. Explicit form of wayfinding relies on formal information systems which is conscious and instructional, such like directional signage. Many a times you must have come across or looked for this signage that can help you find the destination. These are the navigational backbone of the wayfinding system. Identification signage. You must have come across this type of signage at specific locations with icons that indicates the event or the purpose of the location, especially in public spaces. These are the signboards, authenticators to help you check if you are the right destination. Informational signage. These provide broad context or answer common questions about the facility as a whole. They are usually found in high-traffic areas like entries and lobbies. Regulatory signage. These are the types that help the urbanites to understand the city norms. These signboards focus safety, rules, and boundaries. Such signboards are often legally required and use high contrast colors like red and yellow to ensure visibility. While these are the signage usually used in cities for channelizing the public, another smart way of implementing explicit wayfinding system is by installing digital kiosks. Digital kiosks are widely used in cities that promotes the usage of digital facilities among the public. Digital kiosks are beneficial in providing real-time updates on transit delays, allowing the users to adapt their path accordingly. Kiosks act as digital nodes by marking key intersections where people gather for information. In areas lacking a clear physical landmark, a brightly lit recognizable kiosk can serve as a functional landmark for quick meetings and location orientation. The other type is the implicit wayfinding system, often called architectural wayfinding, which helps the urbanites to take turns instinctively. This design approach uses the physical characteristics and design approaches of a space to guide people without using words or symbols. In contrary to the Los Angeles and its navigational problems because of the city's scale, you might have experienced how some cities help you navigate without even letting you to think, where you never really had to exert effort to read the maps, and you might have felt guided by the city. Like the city, Copenhagen, in Denmark. Copenhagen is designed to be read through urban movement, specifically meant for cyclists and pedestrians. The type of system followed here by the city is called implicit wayfinding system in urban designing. This method creates one of the most powerful, yet a faint design that can help your urbanites navigate themselves around the city. Implicit wayfinding system is about designing cities in ways people intuitively know where to go, without relying on signboards and signage alone. This concept blends psychology, architecture, and urban design to create environments where spatial cues, landmarks, city layout, and creative floor designs guide the urbanites' movement and circulation naturally. Wayfinding is the process of orienting and navigating through the space that allows smooth flow of urban traffic. The High Line Park in New York is a standout example of simple, impactful design, where wayfinding has been considerately designed for COVID-19 special situation by applying basic design element as simple as a green dot that can help in instinctive wayfinding and social distancing, along with signage that illustrated 3 key instructions: stay 6 feet apart, wear a mask, and move one way. The design firm Pentagram's designers had intended the dots to help users judge the way forward and realize how to space themselves along the path as it becomes wider and narrower. Urban planners often use such silent cues, like the simple green dot, to direct movement and improve orientation in a city. Architectural saliency, materiality and tactility, lighting and color, sensory wayfinding. Implicit wayfinding emphasizes design elements that subconsciously guide people, then the explicit signs usually erected around the cities. The key principles of such concept are to let people feel the right direction through spatial cues, not just road signs. Implicit wayfinding in particular matters as it would help the city users with seamless navigation, reduce cognitive load, and enhance inclusivity in urban environments. Let's do a quick run-through on Kevin Lynch and his philosophies on urban designing and planning to understand why does implicit wayfinding matters. Kevin Lynch was a seminal American urban planner and an author whose work transformed how we understand the relationship between people and their physical environment. Lynch's research focused on the concept legibility, the ease with which the parts of a city can be recognized and organized into a coherent pattern. He argued that a legible city is not only easier to navigate, but also provides a greater sense of emotional security for its inhabitants. This concept of Lynch's urban theories is rooted in his works, where he had mentioned that a city should be legible, with its layout easily understood and remembered by its inhabitants. To back this, he identified 5 elements that form our mental maps. Paths, the streets, sidewalks, and transit lines people use. Edges, boundaries like waterfronts, walls, or highway barriers. Districts, sections with a distinct character, for example, Financial District, Manhattan. Medium to large sections of the city that have a common, identifying character. Nodes, strategic focus points like plazas or major intersections. Landmarks, reference points like towers or unique sculptures. By applying these 5 elements, your urban design can be changed from this to this. Implementing implicit wayfinding design systems rightly, along with these 5 elements, can help you design a legible city with a seamless city experience for your urbanites. A successful wayfinding system works together to guide a user from their starting point till their final destination, where implicit wayfinding system can help the urbanites to instinctively take turns and find locations. Now you know why implicit wayfinding system matters. How to design a legible city with urbanite-friendly wayfinding system. Implicit wayfinding may be a user-influential approach, but using the right design strategy is the key for building better urban environment for the city users. Here are a few design strategies you can apply for your urban designs you make to ensure a clear pathway network for your urbanites. Urban configuration. The street grids, building heights, and spatial contrast can influence the user's navigation. Designing them with the right proportion can help the urbanites locate themselves in the urban scene from the destination point. Path hierarchies. Differentiating main boulevards, secondary streets, and pedestrian lanes through width, materials, or greenery can help in channelizing the city's people and vehicle circulation towards the significant locations. Landmarks and nodes. Iconic structures, plazas, or natural features act as orientation anchors for the urbanites in locating the destination points. Cultural integration. Embedding local identity into wayfinding systems strengthens place recognition. Environmental cues. Environmental cues, such as light, texture, vegetation, and soundscapes, subtly direct movement of the city users. The importance of a wayfinding system lies in its ability to transform a complex environment into a navigable, user-friendly space. It is not merely about signage. It is a holistic approach for transmuting your urbanhood into a legible cityscape. Let's look at some instances where you can apply implicit wayfinding in your urban planning. Smart cities. Integrating digital overlays with intuitive layouts for seamless navigation. Transit hubs. Using spatial openness, light, and flow to guide passengers without confusion. Parks and public spaces. Path curvature, vegetation, and focal points encourage exploration. Safety and security, clear sightlines, and intuitive exits reduce risks in emergencies. In short, incorporating implicit cues into our wayfinding systems is a game changer for the modern urbanite. When we combine subtle design with explicit directions, we reduce the navigation fatigue that citizens face every day. It's the key for planners to ensure an organized city with the right turns and truly safe crossroads. We have a lot more coming up on the scoop of futuristic design, from AR integration to gamified mapping. So, stay tuned. If you like the video, like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell icon for all our latest updates.